Why play Tahm Kench top? Well, he scales very well into the mid and late game, he brings a ton of CC and hard lockdown, he farms incredibly easily with his passive, and he can feel absolutely unkillable in the late game. However, champions with hard engage can bully you, and you don't have much in your kit to stop hyperscaling top laners like Nasus and Kayle. Tahm's passive firstly makes his attacks deal additional magic damage, scaling with total health. This is stupidly strong, making your attacks hit hard and farming very easy. In addition, his attacks apply stacks of applied taste. This is shown as this fish, which can be stacked on an enemy 3 times. Tahm's Q is a straight line skill shot where he licks his opponent. This deals damage and applies a pretty good slow. In addition, it heals a small amount of Tahm's missing health and applies a passive fish stack. However, if they've already got 3 stacks of your passive, this will stun for 1.5 seconds, removing the passive stacks. Tahm's W makes him dive underground and then reappear at an area, damaging and knocking up all enemies hit. And if you hit an enemy champion, it refunds a chunk of mana. Tahm's E makes a percentage of damage taken be stored as grey health. If he's not been damaged for 4 seconds, he starts healing this back. Otherwise, you can activate the ability to convert this grey bar into an instant shield. Tahm's ultimate can be used in many ways. Firstly, you can only use it on an enemy when your passive is fully stacked against them. Following this, Tahm can then swallow them. This makes them untargetable and you are now slowed. You can then choose a direction to spit them out, dealing a chunk of damage. Alternatively, you can eat a friendly champion. This gives you a large amount of movement speed and you can then spit them out in a direction where they get a massive shield. Also, any allies you've eaten will come with you when you use W. As another fun tip, if you've already applied your maximum passive stacks, you can use your Q against that champion, but instead of stunning them, use your ultimate while your tongue is in the air and it will instead eat them. For a basic combo, attack 3 times to apply your passive and then use Q to stun them. This allows you to use W for free and then keep bashing away at them. For Masteries, take this, it keeps you tanky and fighting. For build order, start Shield in a pot before getting tier 2 boots and Frozen Fist. Following this, keep building full tank, going for these against AD, these against AP, and these are always great choices. For skill order, start Q, then W, then E, before maxing Q, then W, then E, taking ult whenever you can. However, do consider maxing E second if you're behind or at risk of being killed. For summoners, take Flash and Teleport. You can also take Ignite. Starting lane phase, you're mainly looking to farm up to become this ridiculous, unkillable champion that still does tons of damage. As far as you're concerned, finishing the lane phase with 0 kills and 0 deaths will make you far stronger than finishing with 3 kills and 3 deaths. That said, however, your Q is great poke and the slow makes it super annoying to be hit by. In addition, if your opponent goes to farm, look to hit them with 3 basic attacks which will do a chunk of damage with your passive and allow you to use your Q into your W combo for a chunk of damage. In addition, if your jungler's coming to help you, look to apply these 3 passive stacks to get that stun and W as soon as possible. However, even though you can trade and poke well, just make sure you're farming hard to get to the mid game. Entering the mid and late game, you are now a serious threat. Not only can you outduel most champions, but it will take a serious effort to kill you. In a team fight, you can either play the frontline tank, peeling and saving your carries, or you can eat an ally, which is usually your jungler, and then W right onto their backline. Knocking up their carry and putting 2 threats directly in their face is devastating, and quite simply, they can't kill you fast enough before you've already killed them and your team's collapsed. Getting the choice right of being the engage or being the peel for your team wins games.